In a Texas courtroom, one decision can change everything. A judge, a defendant, and a past full of convictions collide. But what happens next is not just sentencing. It's a final warning that could decide a future between freedom and 10 years behind bars.
Eshe, Mr. Rojas? Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
You are Melody, is it Meshy?
Mesh.
Mesh.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Mesh was previously here, entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of forgery, as well as the third-degree felony offense of unlawful possession of a firearm by felon. I've received the pre-sentence report as well as a supplement that was provided with regard to some more specifics on those Louisiana cases. Did everyone receive that?
I have not received the supplement, Your Honor.
Y'all didn't?
It's fine, yeah.
Well, they should have. Was it emailed to them? The supplemental thing would have been emailed to them or something, right? There's a supplemental report. No, it was sent after the PSI.
I know, but usually they attach it to their.
Oh, okay, we need to just make sure they get those. It shows that it just kind of clears up some of those records unavailable ones on the PSI from November 9th of 2011, which isn't really on there, so I'm not really sure where this came from. Well, maybe it's the... Oh, that's when she pled no contest to the OWI, operating while intoxicated. 6 months in jail, mostly suspended, 24 months probation. Probation was revoked June 20th of 2013, ordered to serve the 6-month sentence. And then there was a OWI third offense that she pled to October 24th of 2012. Got probation, it was revoked, requiring her to serve the full 3-year term back in 2013. A couple other things that have to do with driving, but those are the main ones that are, looks like, weren't available on this. So, other than that, has everyone, any other additions or corrections to that report, Mr. Rojas?
Not me, Commissioner.
Ms. Delfino?
Judge, Mr. Brown's PSIs, as they always are, very extensive and thorough. I have a little hesitation with the defendant's comments in her section about taking responsibility. I don't really believe she was just kind of innocent bystander as she claims to be. I think the nature of the offenses, when I read them, do justify probation that the court agrees, but basically the straight offer was obviously criminal history and accident down the road. And for whatever the court thinks is appropriate.
And I have spoken with Ms. Mesh about those comments, Your Honor. She's, as far as the counterfeit goes, she's aware that the person she was with had that kind of history. She's aware that there were those documents inside the car. She should have known.
It wasn't just documents, the printer was in the car.
The equipment, yes, ma'am, the equipment that was in the car.
I mean, you can't act like you don't know that's going on if the printer and the counterfeit bills are in the car and you're passing them. Goodness gracious. Like I need to start today over. I mean, so Ms. Mesh, I don't know how long you've been sending it in here. Obviously, it's extremely disturbing to me. Number one, your criminal history. Number two, the fact that you're not taking responsibility for this at all. Even if it wasn't your idea, you're not taking any responsibility for it. And it makes no sense when you're in the car with the printer, with the bills, you go into stores, you're trying to pass the bills in the stores, and you're saying, Well, I was just in the car and he put the gun in my purse and he did all that stuff and I didn't really know about it.
Yeah, that's not exactly right.
That's not right? So tell me what's right. Because you pled guilty under oath the other day.
I knew the gun was there, and I knew he did counterfeit. But I didn't think all the money he gave me was counterfeit. I really didn't.
Did you think some of it was counterfeit?
I'm sure, yes ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just take the responsibility. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not going to make it better for you to try to diminish it at this point. It's done. You pled guilty to it.
Yes.
It just makes it worse. If you stand in front of me and try to say, well, I didn't really, I mean, yes, you knew some of it, if not all of it, was counterfeit.
Yes ma'am.
He's printing it in the car. Jeez. How long has she been in jail? Okay. Where will you live if I let you out on probation?
I live in Lebanon.
I mean, I'm guessing you must have lived in Louisiana most of your life. Is that correct?
Yes ma'am.
And then you moved over here?
Yes. I've been in other states, but I stayed in Lubbock, Texas for about 3 years. And my grandson now is a heavy equipment operator and he's doing work down here. My daughter does cancer treatments in Houston.
I saw that.
Yes.
So you live with your niece and grandniece and now?
Yes, ma'am. Which she just had surgery too.
And all those things, I feel for everybody else in your family, but I mean, you're the one who got yourself here,
Yes.
you know? Okay. I'm going to find, Ms. Mesh, that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find in cause number 24, DCCR 2378, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the third-degree felony offense of forgery. I'm going to sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 10 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections, but probate that and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Clause number 25, DCCR 0134, find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of unlawful possession of a firearm by felon. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 10 years in prison, but I'm going to probate that for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do everything you're supposed to on these probations, then for all practical purposes, your case here in court is over. And you'll be able to serve your 10-year term while you're out on probation. The other side to that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, and I want you to understand that means any condition. This is the second time I've said this today, and I feel like I might say it more. You will be on zero tolerance. Your criminal history doesn't really, on paper, you don't look like you should be given this opportunity. I trust Ms. Malfino, her look at the case. I'm going to go follow the agreement, but I want you to understand that if you don't take advantage of this opportunity and do everything you're supposed to, you're going to be right back in here and you're going to be facing those 2 10-year sentences that you've already agreed to. Do you understand? I'm handing you in each of your cases the trial court certifications that shows these were agreements that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Obviously, you already know this, but I'm required to read this to you. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read that written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk to Mr. Rojas. All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You can go back with the bailiff. Good morning. Are you Lee Coney?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Coney, you've got two cases. One you're on probation for in cause number 24, DCCR 1600, on probation for theft of property with previous convictions. There's a new indictment that's been handed down in cause number 25, DCCR 1274. You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, also a state jail felony. It's my understanding that there is no agreement in either of these cases. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. I was speaking with Ms. Coney this morning and yesterday, and she has a request to make of the court. She would like to have a new attorney.
Well, Ms. Coney, you don't get to pick a new attorney. Mr. Rojas is an excellent attorney. He's, I'm sure, talked with the assistant district attorney, is giving you that information and advising you. And so if you want to take some agreement, that's fine. If not, what's going to happen is today we'll go through that motion to revoke your probation. And I'll get pleas of either true or not true to those allegations. Then we'll reset that case for a sentencing hearing. I'll determine if you violated your probation. If I determine you have, I can either continue you, I can revoke you, I can do whatever at that point. And then depending on what happens on that case, I guess we'll see what happens on that new offense. And so do you want to talk to Mr. Rojas about that agreement, or do you want to go forward and leave it all up to me? On your motion, I guess.
I plan to go forward.
With what? Just pleading open to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand the best you can, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Will she waive the formal reading of the motion?
She will, Your Honor.
Ms. Coney, in 24 DCCR 1600, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation October 29th of 2024 for the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions, and that was a 5-year deferred probation. Is that correct?
Yes.
The motion alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you committed the new offense of possession of a controlled substance, a state jail felony, November 1st of 2025. And is that true or not true?
That's true.
Count 2 alleges that you committed the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 3, and I'm guessing that's a misdemeanor offense?
I think so, Judge. The case is not yet, that case has not been filed.
Okay.
It's awaiting testing right now. It's in progress.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's a misdemeanor or not then. Penalty group 3, less than 28 grams on November 1st of 2025. And is that true or not true?
I'm sorry, what was it?
It's the same date. It's just a different drug. November 1st of 2025, when you were arrested, it was for possession of 2 different types of drugs.
No, ma'am. No,
Okay,
it's
so
not.
not true to count 2. Count 3 alleges that you failed to report to the probation department July 24th, August 21st, October 8th, and October 29th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
I'm listening. He was trying to tell me something while you were talking.
So count 3 alleges that you failed to report to the probation department on July 24th, August 21st, October 8th, and October 29th of 2025.
That's true.
Okay. Count 4 alleges that you failed to never become intoxicated or under the influence of any intoxicating substance. Mr. Nichols, did you read that one?
Failed to never become intoxicated or be under the influence of any intoxicating substance.
And that on or about
March
19th, 2020.
I'll just drop 4, Judge.
Do you want to,
This isn't my file. I don't know the details
Well,
of
let's
violations, and I can't amend right now.
okay.
I don't know what.
What I'm going to do is, at this time, I don't want it I want to know whatever allegation that is at the appropriate time.
I can see it here, Judge, and I can orally amend that. What it's supposed to allege is that she tested positive for cocaine on March 19th, 2025.
So any objection to the amendment reading in that on or about March 19th, 2025, the defendant tested positive for cocaine? Mr. Rojas?
No objection.
So count 4 alleges that you failed to never become intoxicated or be under the influence of any intoxicating substance, and that you tested positive for cocaine March 19th of 2025. And is that true or not true? Count 5 alleges that you failed to provide verification of performing the community service hours as required. Is that true or not true?
Not
Count 6 alleges that you failed to submit to alcohol and/or drug screening on July 29th of 2025 at the direction of your probation officer. Is that true or not true?
It's true.
Okay, you'll get to explain later. Right now, just true or not true. Count 7 alleges that you failed to provide verification of completing the theft prevention class. Is that true or not true? I'm sorry?
True.
And then count 8 alleges that you are behind in your court-assessed fees as of November 3rd of 2025 in the amount of $575. And is that true or not true?
As of November. On that day, we know.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Well, with the payment, that my payment is caught up now.
Okay, I'll just take off number 8 and put not true on that one. So 3, 4, 6, and 7, did you plead true, again, freely and voluntarily?
Yes,
And because those counts are actually true?
yes.
All right, then I'm going to find counts 3, 4, 6, and 7 true, find that you entered those pleas freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to reset the case for a hearing. I would anticipate, Mr. Nichols, that you would have some evidence with regard to the count 1, the new
Yes, Your Honor, the
offense.
state will prove up.
Do you think we would need more than an hour or so?
I wouldn't think so, Judge.
Okay.
Appears to be a traffic stop.
One
Drug traffic.
or two, I guess, a 2 witness.
Yes.
We need
At least
lab.
hour and a half, I would think.
Okay, we'll get it set for an appropriate day. Just everybody make a notation that it will be set for a hearing for that. Anything that you think is important for me to know, get that information to Mr. Rojas, and he'll present it to me on your behalf when we come back. And if I can get an updated pre-sentence report, that would be great as well. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. You can go back with the bailiff. Oh, actually, come over here to the clerk. She needs your fingerprint before you go back with the bailiff.
So now the question isn't what the judge decided. It's whether Melody Mesh will finally take accountability, or if this courtroom moment was just the beginning of an even bigger fall.